Howdy everyone, this is LockNutz, and you're watching episode 19 of the Smallin and Ballin series on Frühling. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Howdy, 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 how are you guys doing today? Oh my goodness, I tell you what, prices have gone up, and we are going to sell our soy drink, soy milk, soy something other, whatever you want to call it. We're out here rocking and rolling, making a couple extra bucks. Actually, the price isn't absolutely spectacular, but one of the things that we have to deal with here is have our grass. Our grass is ready to rock. It's ready to roll. Wanted to come out here, so shoot. Oh, I accidentally did cruise control. Oh, geez. Well, that could have been real bad. So I ended up making about $5.5, almost $6,000 off of that. Not too shabby. I know I'll have quite a few more loads over there. But eggs, I've almost maxed out my eggs, so I need to go do something with that. Wanted to come over here, take a look at our field over here. Looks like we're ready to have another cut on the grass. We'll head on over, take a look at our other fields to see how things are going. And I think it's going to end up spectacular. I think it really is. Oh man, I tell you what guys, been busy. Been very, very busy taking care of some stuff here at home. Getting some stuff taken care of. Had a great 4th of July. It was absolutely fabulous. Independence Day here in the States. We're sitting past that by a week or so here. All right, that looks good too. Looks like we'll be able to go ahead and cut all of our fields. That's great. That is absolutely great. Cut it up, windrow it, toss it into our fermenting silo. Forgot what the heck it was. Toss it into our fermenting silo and wait. Because let's face it, price right now, it's not going to be great. I think we have to wait until January? I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember when silage prices are going to end up being the absolute best. January, okay, yeah. So, no good. Very good. Now you might be telling yourself that's not much of a difference, but I think right now we already have over 100,000 liters, so I think this is going to work out pretty darn slick. Now, one thing that has happened here, I've actually skipped over a couple months. There just hasn't been any contracts, been nothing to do. I take that back. There's been a handful of weeding contracts that have come through. I don't know. I'm just not interested in doing the weeding contracts right now. There was one fertilizing contract, but I had just cleaned off all of my stuff. Oh. I think I'm kind of getting to that point where I know I've said this before, but I just don't want to do contracts. I want to get out here, want to rock and roll, worry about our own fields. One of the things I noticed here recently is, I don't know if this happens when you buy enough maps or enough plots of land or whatever it is, but harvesting contracts have not come up in quite some time. I don't know what's going on with that, if that has anything to do with me purchasing things. I honestly, I just don't know. I really don't know what's going on with that, but I have not gotten any harvesting contracts in quite some time, and really that's where a good chunk of my cash was coming from in the past. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. For right now, like I said, I gotta take care of some of this. I believe, taking a look at our chickens here, yeah, I have 8,000 pieces that are being stored. That's not including the stuff that's out here yet. So it's time. I gotta go ahead and get some of these eggs out of here. Another thing that I'm looking at is I really don't have any food for my chickens. I have I think 583 liters. That's it. 200 chickens in there. and I'm running out of food. Unfortunately, my crops are a little bit out before I'm going to be able to do anything with them, so that's not good. I'm probably going to end up having to go ahead and buy some chicken food, unfortunately. Again, guys, it is what it is. At this point here, I think I'm feeling like I'm doing a pretty good job earning some cash. If I have to, I can go off and take care of these little bits and pieces, but for the time being, it really is what it is. Let's hop on over here and take a look at this field. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, we did have a tractor that popped up in the menu, or in our bargain bin. I was looking at this one. I really was looking at this guy. For 95 horsepower, I'm picky. I'm really picky. I know I can get a 150 horsepower tractor for less than that. We're right about that. But this thing is pretty darn slick looking, so I think I'm going to have to hold off. Restraint, holding out for something a little bit better. This is going to blow your minds, I even contemplated getting rid of our little red tractor there. I really did. I really thought about it, and I could not pull the trigger. I just could not pull the trigger on any of that. I don't know if it's just fear or what. I really don't know. I don't know what it is, fear or whatever it is that's going on, but I don't like it. I don't like it all. Let that sit there and try and refresh. Ah, the heck with it. We'll go ahead and we'll sell these eggs. By the time we get back, that should be all taken care of. So let's close that up. See where the best price is for eggs, because I really have no clue. And it looks like we are going to the supermarket. Sweet. I haven't been to the supermarket in some time. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, I remember the super. I just stop and think, where is the supermarket? I remember, though. I remember. It's right across from the gas station. So, been having a lot of fun. Here. Took a little bit of time and recorded an episode with Taz. Had an absolute ball. I don't think Taz and I have laughed that much during an episode, or at least during the recording session that we ended up having there. It was really just an absolute blast. If you guys haven't had an opportunity, there'll probably be something that pop up there on the screen right now. Go ahead, click on that, watch it, tell me what you think, comment. Holy cats, it was just absolutely fabulous. Let's get this over here and see how much we're going to get. Oh my gosh, there we go. Already starting to go up and up and up and up. Oh, $18,000. That is great. And if what that told me before was correct, 234. Hopefully it spawned all those eggs out. If that's the case, we can get ourselves another 18 grand. That'd be great. I don't know what we do. I had my eye on a particular field, but I'm not sure if I want to do that now or not. We get another tractor? Do we save it? Not too sure. I was kind of looking at some stuff, potentially getting rid of, okay, eggs. No. Well, I guess that was all that we had. Oh, well, it is what it is. That's fine. I was taking a look at some of the Kubota pack stuff. Now, don't think I'm going to end up going that far as to getting something like that. A little pricey for me right now, especially considering I'm doing everything I can to save a couple extra bucks. You know, honestly, I think I'm just going to hold off. I know I got just a scrambling of things that are coming out right now, guys, and I do apologize for that. I just got a lot of stuff running through my head of what we can do here, how to go about doing this, what sort of magic can we actually make happen. And I think our best option is Same as it has been for quite some time now. We have this field right here. It's ready to go. I looked at this one. 146. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It is terrible. That's potatoes. That is terrible. I'm not doing that. Oh, shoot. Well, it is what it is, guys. No worries with that. That one won't be one we end up getting. As for which field would I actually like to get next? I'm thinking I'd probably like to get either field 13 or field 8 because they're a little bit bigger fields. It's either that or I look at getting... well, there really aren't many small ones. Maybe these two here. What do we got for these two? 67 and 49,000. I suppose we could get another grass field. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to go about doing that. But I think what I'm going to go ahead and do here, guys, because there, like I said, there really isn't too much that we can go about doing. Probably going to go ahead and continue to sell this stuff off. I know it's not its absolute highest price, but I'm looking to earn a couple extra bucks. Why? Just wait and see. Just wait and see. Trust me, please. Trust me, please. And you'll find out soon enough. Well, everyone, I am bringing you back way sooner than I thought. We've had an incident. I'm out here. I had to run to the store to pick something up. So I had a helper out here rocking and rolling, and I forgot to change my mower from mulching to mower, so I've just mulched pretty much this whole field. Yeah, okay, so that's not cool. I was really hoping to bring you guys back in at some point and show you that I went to the shop to grab this little bad mamma jamma, this little Zetor power right here. Gotta love it. This little guy is, let's see, what is this? 13.77 megabytes to download. It's by Smety and it's cross-platform friendly. It's the Zetor 627745. $10,000 to have 59 horsepower, or you can splurge and spend an extra $5,000 and get 81 horses. That's what we ended up going with, 81 horses right here. Bunch of different configurations to this thing. I just got the standard basic sort of setup, so not too shabby. I so far liked it. I was taking a look at all of my equipment that I have here, and for a lot of the tasks that I have going on here, most of my equipment for like the seeder, the planter, the windrowing, the tedding, the picking up the straw with the loading wagon or the grass or whatever it is, all of that equipment is under 75 horsepower. So this guy right here can pretty much do everything. It just can't do the plowing or anything really big like that. I was hoping to go ahead and show you guys, but I'm not going to right now. I have to reconfigure this, get this thing mowed, and I will show you. I will show you that little Zetor in action. But not yet. Not yet. I tell you what, guys, I have taken care of all these fields here, mowed the grass, got that taken care of. I have gone ahead and windrowed all the fields that I have. I've even gone ahead and taken care of picking it up with this loading wagon. Now, mowing I don't believe, well, mowing I did not do with my little Zetor right here, the Zetor power, but I have done absolutely everything else with it. I've had my black tractor. I'm drawing a blank what the heck that is. The black jet, the Mahindra. That's what it is, the Mahindra. I have the Mahindra back there. He's gone ahead and I've rolled all the fields so far, so this one will be the last one. But I tell you what, I am very, very impressed with this thing. I like this little Zetor. I don't know if I'd be able to... Well, you know what? I take that back. I was going to say, I don't know if I'd be able to have a fleet of these Zetors instead of having a bunch of big tractors, or I should say a couple big tractors, maybe having a handful of these guys out there rocking and rolling. Yeah, I don't know. I really, really enjoyed it. These guys are absolutely spectacular. I really wish I would have taken the opportunity to get one of these a lot sooner. It's cool. It's just cool. That's all I got to say about that. Oh man, so off of all of our fields, let's go ahead and take a look. We didn't get as much as I thought, but I did plow some of it under or screw some of it up. I might take that. I'm going to take that contract. Let's take a look at this here. 99. And I know I had a couple bits and pieces in there, so that's great. After this is all said and done, I'm going to be up to about 200,000. After all of that is said and done, hopefully, I'll be able to get one more cut in before I can sell, or before I have to sell, because the prices are good. I should be up over 300,000 liters of silage. That's going to be an absolutely spectacular paycheck. But until I get to that point, get off of that thing here, I'm just going to sit back and clean my new favorite toy. I love this little Zetor. Oh, jeez. Well, that just happened. That is one of those instances where it proves that I am not a professional at all. Yes, you betcha. And here we are, next day morning. You betcha I do have a load of sunflower seeds. That's actually from field 12, which is the field directly by the farm. Now, that was the field that we actually went and got a total for our sunflower seeds, and then comparing that to the total of canola. As you can see down at the bottom of the screen, we have 5,745 liters of sunflower seeds. Not too bad, not a bad haul. Unfortunately, in that exact same field, we had 6,278 liters of canola. So it's not as good as canola, but I think I may have said that. I'd have to go back and double check. But you know what? I'd rather go ahead and try and see how things end up turning out, even if I am wrong. It's no big deal. No big deal. Got that in there. Let's hop on out and get this rocking and rolling really quick here. Sunflower fuel, activate. Perfect. So we'll get that rocking and rolling. But that does go to show you, or to show me, that sunflower seeds is not the way to go. When I first took my first passes, I kind of went around clockwise, 3 passes, get a couple of headlands in before I started going back and forth on the field. And I was getting a really good haul. I mean, enough to the point where I was getting a little nervous about it. Now what would I be saying about that? Well, if sunflower seeds were going to have a larger yield, I would potentially want to go ahead and do that, but I would end up having to plow the field every single time, and that's going to create rocks, and that's going to create a mess, and I would have to screw around with more things, and I actually got nervous that sunflower seeds were actually going to end up being better. Actually. I realized I just said actually like 12 times in the last minute and a half, so I do apologize for that. But I was really surprised. I did not think that that was going to end up happening that way. Like I said, I'm really glad that it didn't, because otherwise that meant I was going to have to add extra steps into what I needed to do. So, long story short, I'm happy. I'm happy that canola had a worse yield. As silly as that sounds, I really am kind of happy about that. Like I said, it was just going to cause a lot more work for me to go about doing things. One thing that I did end up doing, now, I did grab my Zetor and go down to the store and I bought a pallet of barley for the chickens. I realized I had forgotten about that, and I almost slept through the night without taking care of that. So it's a good thing I went over there and did that. But as you can see, I have no money at all. I mean, it's bad enough I gotta come out here and I need to plow my own fields. It's absolutely terrible. But we did have a couple things that I spent that money on, because we had about $26,000, I think, last time I seen you. I finished the one contract which essentially paid for my helpers for yesterday. So that was kind of nice. But, oops, I forgot to just turn that off. But there was one thing that I did actually spend that money on. And that would be bees. You betcha. I decided, this is what I kind of was wanting to do. I wanted to have kind of a nice, how would you go about saying it? Passive income location. So this is kind of what I have here. I mean, this is the type of passive income I like to get, because you get this, you put this down, all right, now it produces something that I have to do with. It's constantly doing, I don't have to feed this at all, it just does. It just does. So that's what I kind of like. So I do have some honey coming up over here. Oh, good, almost got a full pallet, that's nice. And that's where just set up. I'm planning on putting a couple more beehives out here eventually to kind of help boost how much I get. Otherwise, this is just kind of a waste to have this large piece right here. And actually what I have going on right here is this is the More Honey Pallet Place Options mod. It's 0.19 megabytes to download by MrHector, and it is cross-platform friendly, so that's awfully slick. Now, like I said, this is the passive income area. So, what's that mean? You betcha, I got some more passive income things right over here, you betcha. This is the gas station with daily income is what this is actually called. It is cross-platform friendly. It's 0.65 megabytes to download, and it's by, I do apologize, Prismic 23433. So that's what you got going on here. I think these are each 3,000 a piece, and I want to say they go ahead and produce about $600 a day. I think that's about what it is. So each day I should be getting about 12 grand from that. So that $1,000 that I'm in the hole, it's already going to be paid for by that, in theory. But I also have a lot of daily expenses that I have rocking and rolling on the farm anyways. So I'm hoping all that stuff works out. I'm hoping that it kind of pans out in the long run. But yeah, I mean, we got rocking, we got rolling, we got to keep on doing out here. Like I said, unfortunately, I can't hire a helper. I got to do some other things first before I can do that. Speaking of which, actually, let's go ahead and see. Oops, this is gonna get bad. We're gonna get up here over and wash this thing off. I haven't washed this thing off in a little bit, so we'll get this taken care of. But I want to go ahead and take a look at contracts, and I also want to see if there's anything available to buy. So starting off with contracts. Ooh, man. That fertilizing contract that's not a very big field. That's on the field I seeded. That wouldn't take very long for us to do. We could do that. It still wouldn't get us out of the hole. I think I'm going to hold off on that, potentially. Let's see, what do we got in here for bargain bin? Well, that is way too big. 517 horse? Yeah, it's just a hair over. I wouldn't worry about that little guy. And then this guy here does max out, and it's 4.5 meters, which I think ours is better than that or okay. And then the horse trailer. I don't have horses. I don't have horse trailers, even though that is really neat. I do like that. I see these driving around on the highways or the freeways, however the heck you want to call them, or whatever you want to call them, all the time. So that's pretty neat. I like that. I like that. But it's going to serve us absolutely no purpose here. Absolutely no purpose. Yeah, so like I said, guys, this is kind of where we're at. That was my kind of my big surprise over there. I've wanted to do a passive income area for a while. I wasn't a huge fan of all the new age things that you can actually find on the map here. So, well, I should say on the base game. There wasn't a lot of really nice new age things. There were nice things, they were new age, but didn't really fit what I had going on here on the farm. It is what it is. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled open, see if I can find something else that I can go ahead and put out here that might be a little bit nicer. If you guys know of anything, why don't you comment down below. Let me know if there's any passive income sort of situations or stations here that you can kind of get this stuff rocking and rolling for me. I don't know. If you can. If you can, if you want to, it's entirely up to you. But with that being said, I need to go ahead, get this plowed. What I'll end up doing here is after I plow this field, I'm going to roll it. If there are any stones left over after that, then at that point I'll go ahead and get my front loader here and pick that stuff up. But for the time being, I'm kind of about speed at this moment. All about speed, getting stuff done, getting stuff ready to rock, ready to roll. Getting myself enough money to have this stuff make sense. Oh boy, get yourself in gear. Yeah, I just wanna rock. I wanna roll. I wanna take over the world. It sounds silly, but it's a goal. Goals are important. Well, I don't think this is the safest load that I've ever taken. But I did want to take it in one trip. All of our sunflower seeds have been processed. We're into August, the next month. I mean, I'm kind of at a point where there's just not a lot of stuff going on. Contracts are not popping. So I'm just kind of getting stuff ready for myself. I have fertilized the field 12, the field that is right next to the farm. Fertilized that twice already. That's good to go. I noticed that I had forgot to fertilize one of my other fields, so I took care of that, the one at the very bottom of the map. And it's a brand new day. It's August, and the prices are the absolute highest right now that we're going to get for this diesel. So I am going to be taking this up here. Ooh, boy. I should be getting a very, very decent chunk of change. But for right now, we just gotta take it slow and steady. I seen that I was starting to have my barrels stop spawning. So I decided, we'll just go ahead and jam all of it on there. Yeah. It's not the prettiest thing out there, but you know what? Let's go ahead. Stop right now. A little over $6,000 is how much it costs per 1,000 liters. I have 81,000. Go ahead and guess. Comment down below. Let me know right now what you think. It's over that. But that's as much as I'll give you. So, with that, without further ado, let's go ahead and see what we end up getting off of this. I have a feeling it may be a lot. I'm actually hoping it's a lot because I really need some cash here. I ended up having to take out a little bit of a loan just to be able to buy seed. Stay in there. Shoot. 14,346. 14,346. Got that written down so I can make sure I get an accurate total. Although I guess it doesn't matter because I haven't sold anything else today, so this should be good. We'll just see what we end up getting here. Yeah, this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. Not the fact that I had to take out a loan of $5,000 just to get seed. Ugh, that was terrible. I did end up going ahead and taking that one fertilizing contract that was on there. I think it was only 800 bucks. It wasn't much of anything, but it was enough to kind of help pay for what I had going on, and that to me was what was kind of important. It is what it is. Put that on there like this. There we go. Get that a little bit closer just to make sure everything's actually within the trigger here. I don't think everything is within the trigger. Yep, it still is within the trigger. Let's see what we got there. 310, so we're making quite the chunk of change here. $200 liters left. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Come on, 1 barrel left. Perfect, 41,000 for that. So let's see what we actually ended up getting off of all of that right there. $55,826 off of one field. That sunflower seed field. Now, what really is quite unfortunate is that that's about how much I made when I sold about twice as much. Ugh. Still haunts me. I'm not gonna lie, guys, that still does haunt me after I realized that there was a price on there. What are you gonna do? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, the question that I end up asking myself is, what do I do with that money? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I go about doing with that money. Let's see, what do we got for field prices here? That one, that's 91,000. I'd have to take out more of a loan, and I really don't want to take out more of a loan. But if I got $55,000 off of this field here, this one's about twice as big. You see what I'm going with that? I'd probably end up making about 100,000 off this if I sell it at the right time. Let's see, what's the pricing going to be like in September? It's going to drop down quite a bit, but not terrible. This is still an okay time, as long as I sell it before October, because I'd say this is probably going to be around $5,000 right here, which is still really good. I wouldn't make as much, but I'd be doing okay. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that's still a little ways out yet. Eek. Yeah, that's still a little ways out yet. Well, I think I'm going to hold off on that and do something that I haven't done in a very long time. I'm going to repay quite a bit of my debt. I'll put that back out to there just for miscellaneous expenses and whatnot. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Starting to pay off a little bit of my debt, get that thing back down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting quite the hit at the end of the day with all sorts of fees and up costs and all that jazz. So ultimately here, guys, I'm really just kind of looking forward to the next harvest of whatever it is I end up doing. Probably gonna end up being, oh geez, let's see, what is that at a good price? That's the next thing. I don't remember what the heck that is. Soy drink? We're in August right now, so it's scraping the bottom of the barrel. September would be an okay time. January's going to be even better. But ultimately, that's not much of a price swing. Maybe we'll just wait until September next month, and we'll go ahead and do that. Because, I'm not going to lie, guys, that's probably when I'm going to see you next. Not too shabby. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. Just finishing up here with our barley field. Getting that all taken care of, and we're going to have a nice little stash of, well, barley, I guess. Straw, that's what I was thinking of. Barley was what came to my head, because that's what we harvested. So our trailer over there is full. We have 3,900 liters right here. How much do we have in this? I don't remember off the top of my head. So 12,200. So we're sitting at about 16,000 liters right now. Now, this we're going to go ahead and take over and put into the moonshine right away. I've gone ahead and taken care of grapes. We bought some. We're also in a different month. I forgot to tell you that. I should have mentioned that to you. That seems kind of important. We're in September. Yeah, got up. There just wasn't nothing going on last month, so I decided, you know what? I think I did one contract, a fertilizing contract for like 800 bucks. It was nothing. Just something to kind of do for the day. Couldn't really do much of that. There's just not much going on. That's the best way to say it. Contracts aren't popping up like they used to. Kind of just doing my own little thing here at this point. Kind of moving through time, taking care of what I can when I can. Harvest came up. Took the canola in. That was pretty cute, cool. Actually harvested the canola. We ended up getting 5,700 liters off of our field. I think it was, let's see here, field 6. Off of field 6 we got that much. So that ain't too bad. It seems like we're doing pretty good. Actually, I just want to get that off there for right now. Yeah. And with this right here, this should allow us to go ahead and start producing a little bit more. Ooh, shoot, that's right. This is not the nicest spot, but we want to keep it legit, keep it real. All right, get that unloading. So it only is going to end up taking about 10,000 liters, meaning I have 2,000 left over. I have a bunch of corn left over as well. Actually, let's go like this. What are our levels for corn? Got 12,000 liters of corn left over as well. I believe I have a little bit more barley coming my way, so I'm going to be able to go ahead and do a little bit more. Yep, this field 2 over here. So between this and this, that should give me roughly about the same amount of corn. So I'll be able to keep on filling that up, keeping on things going, keeping making the magic happen. Now, field 6, like I said, I've gone ahead and actually put a coat of fertilizer on there. It did say it needed to be limed. I've cultivated it, so it's ready to go. It's ready to plant. I just haven't planted anything yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to go with, but the way things are working out, I'm probably going to end up leaning a little bit towards, let's see, do we have any? I don't have any soy planted, so I might do that. Because our soy is getting a little bit low. It's not too bad. That's processing nice. Soybeans. I'll probably do one more of soybeans right there. We'll mix it up. We'll throw a soybeans in right there. And then we'll just kind of fill in as we need to go. But let's face it, this is probably going to end up being canola. Just because, I mean, let's face it, it's good money for us right now. With that being said, let's get out of here. Oh, shoot. Let's see if I can get out of this thing. Oh, yeah, that's the way out right there. So let's hop on over here. Let's get this rocking, get this rolling, activate that. No, not deactivate that. That isn't going to do us any good. Activate that. There we go. Actually, I did the moonshine. I don't have any wood chips, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Today is a good day to go ahead and sell off our soy. Yeah, I think it's a soy drink. And as you can see, I just noticed this. Our grass is already ready to rock and roll. This is pretty darn cool. I got a lot of stuff I got to do today. Cut the grass, get that in the fermenting silo. I'll take the loading tractor or the loading wagon right now up to the other field where we can go ahead and rock and roll and get all that stuff going. Picking up the What am I picking up there? Straw. Picking up the straw. We'll go pick up the straw, throw that in a fermenting silo, make a little bit more silage. Eventually here, we're going to have just an absolutely large, I could even say ridiculously large haul of silage. And it's going to be absolutely great. We're going to make so much cash off of it. I'm going to set this here for right now. Oh, shoot. Turn the tractor off. Set that there for right now. Grab the loading trailer, we'll take that over, and then we will, I won't have the Mahindra do that. Heck no. This is Zetor work. We're gonna get the little Zetor power out there rocking and rolling, continuing on with the magic. Oh man, we got things that are going on right now. Lots and lots of things. We're getting to a point where we're starting to have a lot of different little income stats, little income niches, whatever it is that you want to call it. Little bit of income coming in to a point where I'm feeling really, really good right now. Oh, my goodness, that was dangerous. Really, really good. And I'm looking forward to get that moonshine up, rocking and rolling again, getting that going. Yeah, getting the grass out there. Just, ooh, man. In a couple months' time, we are going to be, I would say, rich. Well, maybe not. Rich might be a bit strong of a word. Maybe well off. Our debt's going to be down a little bit. I think our debt will be down a little bit. But there's still, like I said, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. So I'm going to keep on rocking with that. I'm not sure when I'm going to see you guys next. It's probably next time you see me, I think we'll have a little bit more money. At least the debt paid down. I think the debt will be paid down. Well, I think about it, I'm hoping the debt will be paid down. Either way, I feel much better about driving around here, especially now that I have my little Zetor. With the Zetor power, the Beez, everything's just starting to gel. Well, I guess kind of gel. Honey's kind of a gel, but you get the picture. You get the picture. And until I see you guys again, why don't you go ahead, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, be absolutely spectacular. Go ahead and hit that subscription. It really does mean a lot. My goal right now is to get up to 500. We'll see what ends up happening. Can you help me out? Do you know somebody? Share this with somebody who likes Beez and little Zetors. Or, you know, if they just want to help a guy out. Doesn't matter, whatever it takes, guys. I tell you what, until I really do see you next time, thanks for stopping by.